peoples, Bubba Ace here, and welcome to Ninja Warrior of Roblox. Last time 103 competitors took on the 4-stage obstacle course, and no one prevailed. Today marks the start of the 17th tournament, and the final tournament to be hosted in the classic Roblox terrain before the course is converted to the new terrain. In this tournament, we have another 103 competitors taking on the course, starting with the first stage, which has seen some changes from the previous tournament, and my new course tester will show you how to do the obstacles as I present them. It begins with the shish kebab jumps, which have been nerfed from the previous tournament. The jump onto the first kebab and the dismount have been made a little easier. After that is the rolling boulder, which is still the same as before. Then it's a new third obstacle, the broken cycle. The competitors will have to jump onto the flotating ring, avoid the gaps, and jump over the float pad, which will push the competitors off if they get caught by it. And then it's the panel flips, courtesy of Aussie Bro, and as you can see, it has support now. It's no longer floating. Then after that is the oh-so-infamous jumping spider, still unchanged from the last tournament. And if the competitors can get past that, then they're on to another new obstacle called the tire pressure. Thank you, SpongeBob. Anyways, the competitors will have to get onto the tire and push their way across the track without touching it or falling off the tire. And if they still have time after that, then they're on to the warped wall. It's been buffed from last time, as the top of the wall has been raised a bit, and the stopper respawns a second sooner, so now the competitors will have 4 seconds to get up this wall, as opposed to 5. Then the competitors will have 2 more new obstacles. First the Tarzan vault, where they'll have to get onto the pole vault, and jump off at the right time as it falls forward, to catch onto the final new obstacle of this stage, the disc climb. Just climb up the discs that have been planted onto the wall. After that, all the competitors will have to do is stand on the finish line and press the button. And they'll have 95 seconds to do all of that without touching the water or stepping out of bounds. And out of the 103 competitors, today we'll see 40 of them attempt the first stage. Will any of them succeed and advance to stage 2? Let's find out as we head down to the course where Tournament 17 of Ninja Warrior of Roblox is about to begin. Kicking off this tournament is a newcomer by the name of Jump Cut Bounce. Interesting name. Anyway, there's a little intro doing a bit of the traditional E-dance. And off he goes. His time begins on the shish kebabs, and he gets through that quickly. And now for the rolling boulder. See how he does this? Always gonna do it sideways. Keep jumping on it, and he gets through it. He doesn't bounce off the boulder. He'll be the first to take on the broken cycle. And quickly gets through that. Alright, he's going at a really good pace. Through the panel flips, and he's past that. Well done. Alright, now for the jumping spider. Can he get through this? No, he doesn't. He comes up just short onto the glass panels. Alright, next up is newcomer Trusulentus. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Anyway. 956 for him. Past the kebabs, well done. Rolling boulder. Had a little trouble getting up to that platform, but coming now and down the boulder. Ooh, gets a bit of a launch as he dismounts the boulder. Broken cycle now. Over the foot pad. And past the broken cycle. Now he'll take on the panel flips. And, oh! Panel flips doesn't even move. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, jumping spider now. He's caught onto it and he's onto the obstacle. He's got to climb up. Now he's got to get across. Well done. Now he just got to climb all the way down. And he slips off the top and he couldn't hang on and he's out. Next up is Times for Gumball. I'm wondering if that's referring to Gumball the cartoon. Good show, by the way. And he ends up not catching onto the first set of kebabs and he's already out. And now on to another newcomer, Chapter 74, all in caps. I don't know why he capitalized that. It's not really he's trying to prove a point or anything. Anyway, rolling boulder now. And there was someone on down the bottom of the trap, but he's through the obstacle. Over the float pad. He was a gas and he's past the broken cycle. And now for the panel flips. Past that. Alright. Jumping spider now. Now we do here. It's onto it. Climbs up easily. He's got to get his way across, and he does that easily. Now he's got to climb down, and he's done it! Now he'll be the first to take on the tire pressure. There he goes. He's pushing that. Ooh, gets stuck a bit, but now he's moving along nicely. Alright, he can jump off at this point. He just can't touch the track. He's going to push all the way down, and he's through it. He's got plenty of time left. He attempts the warped wall. Oh, he can't get up on his first attempt, and there is someone on top of the wall, and they're blocking him. Alright, this person deliberately ruined this person's run, and where's security where you need them?
Seconds.
Oh, anyway, he's through now, and that competitor's cup at a stopper. That's what you get for interfering. Alright, Tarzan vault now. Can Raptor get through this? Through the vault, and he's onto the disc, climbing him. He bounces his head on the third disc and ends up slipping off. Let's take a look at that. He's onto the pole vault on the Tarzan vault. He dismounts at just the right time, but before he can get onto the second climb, he just slightly bounces his head on the third one, or maybe he just tried to go for a bit of an outside jump. He falls by just a bit too far and couldn't catch onto the second disc. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're on to another newcomer. It's, oh god, not another alt. That's pretty much the majority of the competitors who run this course, some say. Anyway, 95 seconds for him. First kebab. Nailed it. Alright, rolling boulder now. Can he get through this? Slowly but surely. Gets onto the boulder and he's through it. Broken cycle now. Can he get through this? Over the flow pad. And he's past the broken cycle. Well done. No one has had trouble with that obstacle so far. Or on the panel flips either. No one has really had any troubles on the rolling boulder, broken cycle, or panel flips. Only Shish Bob took out one competitor so far. And then again, we're just on to competitor number 5. Oh. Apparently, oh god, not another alt slipped off climbing up the jumping spider. Anyway, we're on to our first regular of the tournament. It is Cyan Dude 858. He's making his third appearance. He made his debut in tournament 15 and has been competing since. He went on the jumping spider in the last tournament. If I recall correctly, is his personal best. Anyway, he's onto the boulder now. Can he get through this? No, he can't. He tried to catch on the boulders rolling down, but just couldn't land it. Alright, now on to Zikwi, or Z-Q-E. I have no idea how to pronounce it, and I apologize. I should know better by now. Alright, he's onto the boulder now. Bit of a rough roll, but it's on the broken cycle. Oh, he got caught for the full pipe, but he somehow managed to hang on to the ring. Like, he didn't lose his footing at all. He didn't get tripped up or pushed off. And he's on the panel flips, and bit of a rough approach on that, but he's beaten it. Jumping spider now, and he turns just a bit too late and couldn't catch on to the jumping spider. Next up is Who's Dangle, formerly known as Kink Sparkety. He's making his 4th appearance. He made his debut in Tournament 14 as Robloxian Ninja 10. He went on the panel flips in the last tournament, which was his personal best. Bowler now. Dismounts a bit too soon, but still managed to dismount. Broken cycle now. And he's got rejected by the flow pad. He's the first victim of the broken cycle. That's unfortunate. Now we're on to Isaac Calgero, who's making his 2nd appearance. And just like that, he's out in the shish kebabs. Didn't even catch on the first set. I was going to say that Isaac Calgero last appeared in Tournament 15, where he went on the rolling boulder. But couldn't get through it this time because he went on the first obstacle. Anyway, we're already on to our first veteran of the tournament. It's always Phil's first jump, who never failed the first jump ever since he made his debut in Tournament 14. Anyway, this is his 4th appearance, and he cleared Stage 1 in the last tournament. That was the 2nd time he ever cleared the first stage. First time being on his debut in Tournament 14, and the second time being the last tournament, which was Tournament 16. I don't know why I'm acting like none of you know that. Anyway, he's, that's the jumping spider now, and now for the tire pressure. He's still got time limit, he may want to pick up the pace just a bit. And he seems to be doing so a bit on the tire pressure. Alright, he can dismount, but he's going to push it all the way down, and he does so. 35 seconds now, he's still got time. Oh, he doesn't get the wall in one. You can see the stopper responds a second sooner, so now... Alright, yeah, the competitors have 4 seconds to get the wall instead of 5, as it was in the past. Tarzan vault now. Ooh, it starts to fall forward before he even onto it. That's not a good sign. If it actually proceeded to fall forward without him getting onto it, that would have been a rematch. But anyway, he has cleared the first stage, which barely beats the klaxon, and always fails first jump as our first competitor to advance to the second stage. Well done to him, and we look forward to seeing him in stage 2. Next up is another newcomer, Comedyshortsgummer. No relation to... yeah, that's who it was. Thank you, future me. Anyway, 95 seconds for him. Apparently he's a row basketball player, because I noticed the basketball uniform he's wearing. So I'm just assuming that he's a row basketball player. Of course, that could just be me making an unnecessary assumption, in which case I apologize. Alright, past the rolling boulder. Broken cycle now. Get past this. Over the flow pad. And through the broken cycle. So yes, that answered my question. Panel flips. Past that with no trouble at all. Jumping spider. This caused him trouble today, but he's onto it. Ooh, have a bit of hard time climbing up it, but he's up it. Easily threw his way across. And ooh, he started climbing down and managed to like hop up before the little wall that would prevent you from going straight from the top to the end of the obstacle from stopping him. Alright, kind of slowing the tire pressure, but he's past that. 30 seconds now as he attempts the warp wall, and he's up it in 1. Well done. Tarzan vault now. Can he get past this? He's onto it. Going forward, and he's onto the disc climb. Oh, and he's going to take a running approach to it. Like, he's not going to do it sideways. Going to, like, kind of doing a running style to it. And he managed to clear stage 1 with currently the fastest time so far, 13.21 seconds. Well done to this newcomer. Once again, we're having a tournament. We'll see at least one newcomer, at least one newcomer attempt the second stage. Yeah, almost flawless run. That was definitely the highlight of his run. One of the highlights, at least, being able to dismount early on the jumping spider. And this is a unique running technique on the disc climb, but it worked. And Comedyshortsgummer will advance to the second stage. Well done. Alright, from one newcomer to another, now up is Nagano Makoto. Of course, someone's had to spell Makoto Nagano backwards. Or rather, just swap the first and last name. As people tend to do. Or I see more people tend to do that whenever the first name, Makoto Nagano, has already been taken. So they figure they still want that name, so let's just rearrange the first and last name. Because we're so original. Anyway. Well, he may have the name, but does he have the skills? Well, I'd say current, I don't want to diss him or anything, but that was pretty poor on the broken cycle. I'm just gonna move on now. We're on to Tank Glass, another newcomer. What is that name? I don't know. Well, anyway, he's onto the rope. Rolling boulder now. Tank Glass. Does that mean he's fragile like a glass? Or sturdy as a tank? How do you combine those? I don't know. Maybe it's a tank made of glass. Or glass as tough as a tank. Which is scientifically impossible. Who cares? He is onto the jumping spider now, and with good time too. Alright, now he's got to climb up it, and he does quickly. Quickly across it, now he's just got to climb his way down, and he slips off, and he can't do it. Bad luck. Now on to Mio Ritachi. Yep, we've had one Sasuke competitor where the first and last name were swapped around. So let's go ahead and swap around the first letter of the first name and the first letter of the last name. Make it even more original, why don't we? Mio Ritachi. Good grief. Alright, broken cycle now. Oh, he quickly threw the broken cycle. He kind of gets off early. Alright, he's got to respond to panel flips. Does so. And he's past that obstacle with no trouble at all. Kind of slowed down a bit, but it works. Jumping spider now. He's up it. Climbing up it. Kind of make his way across, and he undershoots the jump across, and he slips off. Alright, we're on to our next regular of this tournament is Joe Morosky123, making his third appearance. He went out on the Pillars of Doom in both his appearances. And on his debut in Tournament 15, it was the third obstacle, and on the last tournament, it was the 8th obstacle. So the Pillars of Doom have been his downfall in the previous 2 tournaments. Well, they're not on this stage. You may see them in the 2nd or 3rd stage. I don't want to spoil anything, but hopefully I'm not foreshadowing anything, and he undershot the dismount of the panel flips. Let's take another quick look at that. As you can see, just from the third one, he slightly undershot it as he got bounced off the dismount, but as you can see, he just didn't jump far enough, and because of that, he couldn't land it, and he got bounced off the dismount. So that technically counts as a fail. And now we're on to a bizarre name for a newcomer. It is Aussie Girl. I mean, why not? We already have Aussie Bro, so why not have Aussie Girl? Don't know why they just named it Aussie Sis. Was there a competitor who competed by the name of Aussie Sis? I don't know. Anyway, Aussie Girl got onto the first shish kebab and then kind of walked off. Anyway, now we're on to the American Ninja guy, making his third appearance. I'd say who he's more known as nowadays, but I'm not sure if he would want that. You know, for his own privacy. I know someone is probably going to mention in both the comments and in the chat. So, whatever. It's not like I'm going to stop you from saying anything, but I would advise and ask you politely not to do that. Anyway, he's making his third appearance. He made his debut in Tournament 15 and has been competing since. I don't want to say the next line because he's basically the exact same stats as Cyan Dude, 858. And if you remember before, then you know exactly the stats of this guy. But if you don't remember, then rewind the video to go watch that part. Anyway, he's already onto the tire pressure, and he's got a good amount of time left going too. Kind of stopped a bit. But he's through it. And now for the warped wall. Can he get up this in one? No, he can't. But he's still got plenty of time. Enough time to make a second attempt.
30 seconds.
And, ooh. Yeah, you didn't see that. This is his third attempt. He did not just get flung off on the second attempt. Nope. He just had to pipe that down and catch a breather, so you saw nothing. Tarzan vault now, and he doesn't manage to jump off, and he's out. And now we're on to...
Boo! You stink!
Seriously? Skip. Alright, can we get a real competitor on the course now? That's not what I had in mind. Alright, let's skip this guy too and move on to the next competitor. Wait, what? Wait! He cleared! Wait! What? I wanted to skip him, but he cleared?
Boo! You stink!
Two hours later.
Oh.
Alright. Let's continue.
Next up is veteran Ninjas for the Win 64. He's making his 9th appearance. He made his debut in Tournament 7 as Running Chris. He cleared Stage 1 for his first and currently only time in Tournament 13. And now he's on to the obstacle that took him out in the last tournament. You get it rolling. That's the big question. He does. And he manages to clear it this time. Broken cycle now. Can he get past this? Ooh, almost gets caught by the float pad. Ooh! The gaps almost took him out, but he managed to catch himself before he slipped off. And he's past the panel flips. Now for the jumping spider. Can he get past this? Revving up the jump. He's onto it. Now he's just got to climb up. Oh, he managed to slip off. He couldn't hang on and he's out. Well, after Ninjas for the Win 64 failed to squish the spider, we saw 9 more competitors take on Stage 1, none of them doing any better. 2 newcomers took on the course, with none of them being able to squish the spider either. 1 newcomer broke on the broken cycle. 2 regulars and newcomers rolled out of contention on the rolling boulder. And 2 more regulars got shish kebabbed by the shish kebab jumps. Okay, I'll stop. And so that's now 29 competitors who've ran Stage 1, and 3 of them getting past Stage 1. One of which I kind of wish didn't, because of his terrible name. But it is what it is, I guess. And now we're on to Nizzy GG, who competed in the qualifiers as Voxside. So this competitor changed their name prior to the tournament. We have so many newcomers this tournament. Mostly in the first episode, but that's usually what happens. I think that's been a common theme, but I just kind of forgot about it. Oh well. Anyways, onto the rolling boulder. Ooh! Almost slipped off it, but he's past it and onto the broken cycle. Good grief. Why was I on rolling boulder mode? Oh, and he's couldn't hang on to the ring. He's out. Maybe it's a she? I don't know. And we're on to next who competed in the qualifiers. It's Neko-shan. Anyway, I believe this is a she, and yeah, there's another competitor who competed in the qualifiers under a different name and changed their name prior to competing in the actual tournament. I don't know why, but whatever. Broken cycle now. And managed to hang on to the ring and dismount it. Now panel flips. Oh, got kind of caught in between the second and third and trying to recover. That's going crazy and couldn't hang on and is out. Alright, and now we're on to another regular. It is Surf City. Okay, he is making his 6th appearance. He last competed in Tournament 14, where he went out on a zigzag ledge walk. Of course, the zigzag ledge walk isn't around anymore, so if he wants to achieve a personal best, he'll have to get past the new 3rd obstacle, the broken cycle, and he's not moving. He's kind of frozen. His limbs aren't moving. Well, anyway, okay, there he goes. Anyway, I say he wants to achieve a personal best because in the 5 times he competed before, he has never gotten past the 3rd obstacle of this course. Now, you may notice, aside from him advancing forward without his limbs moving, that the S in his name has been capitalized. Before, the S in his name was lowercase, so technically this counts as a name change. As I say that, he has already passed the panel flip, so he's already achieved a new personal best. Now for the jumping spider, if you can get a move on. Oh. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but we must move on. We're now on to Gaio Phoenix 1102, a longtime fan of this show, and now he finally gets his chance at the real deal. Alright. Oh. Had a hard time getting up, that block, but now he's onto the rolling boulder. Rolling nicely. Ooh, almost slips up, but he managed to catch himself before the boulder got to him. Oh, he tried to, I don't know if he tried to walk off or tried to go around that glass panel, but that's not exactly a good idea. I'm gonna skip ahead to him, getting past the panel flips, and he's past it. Jumping spider now. Can he get past this? No, he well undershoots to jump onto it, and he is out. Alright, now we're on to Transformer Derek, who is making his second appearance. He made his debut in the last tournament, where he went out on the jumping spider. Can he get back there again? Well, first he's got to get past the, well, he got past the shish kebab, so now he's got to get past the rolling boulder. Can he do it? Yes, he does. Now for the broken cycle. Can he get past this? Yes, he does, and he barely managed to avoid getting caught by the float pad. You see, it wasn't a very good jump, but it was enough to, get over the float pad. Alright, now for his rematch of the jumping spider. Can he beat it this time? Well, he's onto it. Now he's got to climb up. He's having a hard time doing so. Come on, dude. This'll sap. Don't let it sap your strength. Alright, making his way across. Taking his time. He can do so, and he manages to slip off before he can get down. And he's been defeated by the jumping spider for the second tournament in a row. From one regular to another, it is Blockmaster 6567, who's making his 6th appearance. He made his debut in Tournament 12 and has competed since. And we skipped him ahead to the end of the rolling boulder, but the time didn't advance for some reason. Anyway, Blockmaster went out on the first obstacle in his first 3 appearances, but then went out on the 3rd obstacle in his last 2 appearances. But now he's already on to the 4th obstacle, so this is already a personal best for him no matter how far he gets. Past the panel flips with obstacle having minor technical difficulties. Anyway, Blobmaster onto the jumping spider. Doing really good. I don't know how many seconds it take off his time because for some reason well, I was about to say that, but it doesn't matter because he managed to slip off the jumping spider. Now we're on to Nice Pug. Ooh, we haven't seen this guy in a long time. He's making his 3rd appearance. He made his debut in Tournament 5, where he went on a danger climb, which was the 4th obstacle, and the last time he competed was in Tournament 13, where he went out on the bungee bridge, which was the 6th obstacle at the time. Neither obstacles are on this course, so this stage is pretty much new to him for the most part. Alright. Panel flips now. Oh, he got caught between the 2nd and 3rd and fell off, and he's out. Bad luck for our Nice Pug here. Alright, now we're on to the Noobish Camper, who's making his 4th appearance. He made his debut in Tournament 14 and has been competing since. Not the same stats as the previous competitors, because he went out on the panel flips in the last tournament. He's failed the 4th obstacle in 2 straight appearances. He's never gotten past the 4th obstacle. Let's see if he can turn his look around this time. And he's got to get past the broken cycle. Oh, made a step before he advances forward, which is a good idea, because he didn't want to accidentally jump over the flat, but then fall off one of the gaps. And he's beating the panel flips. Last time it took him out, but he's beating it this time. So now, no matter how far he gets, this is a personal best for him. And I know he's excited about that, but I know he wants to do even better by getting past the first stage. First, he's got to get past the jumping spider, which has been causing a lot of trouble today. Manages to climb down, and he's onto the tire pressure. Alright. Ooh. Getting down quickly. Very good. He's making really good progress on this, and he's past the tire pressure. Now for the warp wall. Can he get up this? He does in 1.
Seconds.
Well done. Now for the Tarzan vault. Less than 30 seconds. Got plenty of time. Alright, he's onto the pole vault. And jumps up at the right time. Up to disc climb. He's climbing up it nicely. And the Noobish Camper is going to clear the first stage for the first time in his career, and doing it is slightly faster than Comedyshortsgummer, but not faster than that other newcomer. You see, he took his time on the broken cycle. It ended up working out for him, because if he had tried to advance forward, he would have most likely fallen off one of the gaps. He got his revenge on his nemesis, the panel flips. Had a bit of kind of slow on the jumping spider, but he got past that. He more than made up for it by getting quickly through the tire pressure and getting to warp wall 1, and climbed quickly up the disc climb, and the Noobish Camper has punched his ticket to the 2nd stage. Alright, we have 3 competitors left to go. Next up is a Suicune player. Yeah, I don't know why I'm mumbled there. Anyway, this is Suicune player who is making his 6th appearance. Same stats as Blockmaster 6567, except Suicune player has beaten stage 1 before. Of course, that was back in Tournament 14. He went on the rolling boulder last tournament, which he's beaten this tournament, and he is going quickly through this stage. He doesn't want to just get back to the second stage, he wants to do it with the fastest time. And he doesn't want to just do the fastest time in this episode, but he wants the fastest time overall. Because we all know a certain competitor who likes to blaze past stage 1 with speed. But Suicune player wants to prove that he's faster. I don't know what he has to gain from doing that. I guess he just wants bragging rights, or just doesn't want that certain competitor getting it all the time. But anyway, he's past the tire pressure with minor difficulty, up to Wart 1-1, and he doesn't even have 30 seconds left, and he's already onto the Tarzan vault. He's got loads of time left. Onto the vault. Jumps off nicely, quickly into disc climb, and Suicune player is going to clear stage 1 with the fastest time in the episode, 26.68 seconds left. That's going to be a tough time to beat for the remaining competitors. But anyway, he got his revenge on his nemesis. Got past the final flips, kind of a close call there. Blazes his way through the jumping spider. Blazes his way to the tire pressure. He almost looked like he glitched off the tire, or managed to fall off before officially getting onto it. That would have been embarrassing. And then he got the Wart 1-1 and blazed his way up the disc climb, and Suicune player has become the 5th competitor to clear stage 1 this tournament. Next up is a longtime veteran on this course, who is making his landmark 10th appearance. It is Chubs. Chubs is a longtime veteran on this course, who up until today was previously known as Chubs 26. He was one of the 15 original competitors who competed in the first tournament, where he was also one of the many to clear the first stage. But he was also one of the many to go out on the original swapped salmon ladder. He would then go on to appear in the next 5 consecutive tournaments, going out on the separating corners in Tournament 2, but then getting back to Stage 2 and Tournament 3, where he would then produce his personal best performance by not only beating the swapped salmon ladder, but by getting to the 3rd stage. But he would sadly go out on the second to last obstacle. Unknowns to us and him, that would be the only time he'd see success on this course, as he would then go out on the spin bridge in both Tournaments 4 and 5, and then produce his personal worst performance by going out on the first obstacle of Tournament 6, the Step Pillar. That would end up causing him to miss Tournament 7, but then return to Tournament 8, where he was then defeated by the reverse jump hang. He would miss out on Tournament 9, but then return to compete in the special 10th tournament, where he was once again taken down by the Step Pillar. He wouldn't return again until Tournament 13, where he would get his revenge on the Step Pillar by defeating its successor, the Dome Pillar, only to then go out on the Rolling Boulder. And that was the last time we had ever heard or seen of him. Until today. With this being the last tournament of the classic Roblox terrain and a newfound resolve, he has decided to come back to take on the course again for the 10th time in his Ninja Warrior of Roblox career. Now let's see if he can do so. The course has changed a lot since he last appeared, so this will pretty much be new to him. Of course, one obstacle he is familiar with, the Rolling Boulder. He should have no trouble with this. He doesn't. I mean, he did fail it once before, but that was before. Wait, that was Tournament 13. So why am I saying he wouldn't have trouble with it? Because he did have trouble with it last time. Anyway, he's doing good so far. That's the best we've seen him do since the last time he competed. He's another shot that jumped to the jumping spire and he's out. One competitor left to go today, and it is another longtime veteran on this course. The last competitor to run today is another longtime veteran, Flying Pugs. He made his debut in Tournament 2 and has been competing in every tournament since then. Much like Chubs, he cleared Stage 1 on his debut, but went out early on Stage 2. However, in Tournament 3, like Chubs, he got back to the second stage where he would not only beat his nemesis, but he would go even further by clearing the second stage. But on stage 3, he went out on the first obstacle, the pillar path, and to this day, that still remains his personal best performance. But after he started out promising, it would all go downhill from there, as he would go out on stage 1 in each appearance since then, going out before even reaching the halfway point in stage 1 in all but one tournament, that being Tournament 6, where he went out on the final obstacle of stage 1, and that would be the only time he'd ever come close to beating stage 1 again. Now with a long streak of failed attempts, plus this being the final tournament of the classic Roblox terrain, he has decided that this will be his final appearance on the course, and on Roblox in general. With that being said, can he produce a miracle and get past the first stage one last time before he disappears from Roblox forever? Or will he suffer yet another early exit? Time to head back down to the course and find out. Flying Pugs, on his final ever attempt on Ninja Warrior of Roblox and any Roblox jumping course. Alright, he's past the shish kebab jumps. Very good. Rolling boulder now. Gets it rolling nicely, and he's past it. Now for the broken cycle. Get past this. No, he got pushed by the flow pan, he's out! Flying Pugs has been defeated by the broken cycle. And just like that, his Ninja Warrior of Roblox career has come to an end. Oh, that is heartbreaking. Let's take another look at that. He got past the shish kebab jumps with no trouble at all. And he got past the rolling boulder, which has been his downfall in the past. But on the broken cycle, you can see he jumped just a little too late and got caught by the flow pad, and it pushed him off the ring and sent him tumbling into the water. And Flying Pugs' Ninja Warrior of Roblox career, as well as Roblox career, has come to an early end, undone by the broken cycle. A sad way for this veteran to go out. Farewell, Flying Pugs. You will be missed. And normally this is where I would end it, with a Ninja Killer, Warrior Wipeout, or WTF Moment of the Day, but we'll save those for next time. For now, we have come to the end of this episode. 40 of the 103 competitors in this tournament have taken on Stage 1, and so far, 5 of them have prevailed and have punched their ticket to Stage 2. So despite seeing 2 very familiar faces going out early on Stage 1, this tournament is still off to a good start. And we still have 63 competitors left to run this course. And in the next episode, we'll see 30 more competitors take their shot at Stage 1. Among those 30 are more well-known veterans and the first of the All-Stars. How many of them can get past Stage 1? Tune in next time to find out. Until then, go check out some of my other videos, like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon. And make sure you follow me on Twitter at BubbaAce37 for occasional updates on Ninja Warrior of Roblox and more of my content. Special thanks and music used in this episode are in the description. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Until next time, ciao peoples.
Keeps dumping spaghetti everywhere.
I know, which is why before on Stage 2, I'm gonna say everyone leave rejoin me because I'm getting rid of all the spaghetti. He can't even get it. Okay, there he goes.
He kept hitting his head on something that wasn't even there.
If there's any positive to this, at least he doesn't have the fastest time. I'm not gonna lie, it's not as bad as the booty had me like.